Hey guys, welcome back to some more Metroid Prime 4. Now this one, depending on how I do this one will more than likely be the penultimate episode, so we might be recording for a little while. But our... Oh, yeah, hey Duke, what's up? So our main goal for today is...
Don't worry about me, you'll be fine.
Don't worry about you, Mackenzie. So our main goal for today is basically getting the rest of the items, including the rest of the crystals, which I'm actually starting out with. Yeah, I know I need to deposit the crystals, but we're gonna do that in a minute. I'm making sure I get everything as far as crystals and everything else goes. You're smart to dodge that one, but not the second one. But yeah, wait, I just realized I can actually enter that region from... was it this point? Yeah, it was. Okay. So we actually do not need to bother the ones over there. And... got a whole bunch of Shren here and a whole bunch of eyes. But I'm just double checking here. Make sure I did not miss any green crystal here. Which, from the looks of things, I did not, but as far as this goes, we are not at 100% green crystals yet. So I have no idea where the frick they are then. I thought they would be over here, because the last time I was at that stage, the last ones were over here. But I have absolutely zero clue where they could be. They could be on the complete other side of the Soul Valley region, for all I know, but yeah. As I was trying to... Oh, fuck off, you two. Okay, so as I was trying to say, our main goal... Ooh, excuse me. Our main goal is going over the items. One by place to start, and then by getting our next upgrade, since we have completely filled, well, overfilled the Altar of Life, so... Just trying to... I have my hands off the controller because I definitely want to capture a good thumbnail for this. There we go. Ooh. Ooh, that suit looks good, Samus. Memory food acquired. Legacy suit acquired. The memory food is the legacy of the Lamorn. It is a database containing all of their accumulated knowledge and history. Legacy suit is a power suit designed by the Lamorn that can generate a protective barrier. Giant Fate switch to the second visor and present hold R to generate the barrier. This will consume 35 missile ammo. Barrier's power and duration are unlimited. Its energy will deplete faster as it absorbs attacks. Barrier damages enemies that touch it. Okay, so at the cost of missiles, we can increase and max out our defensive capabilities for a limited time, with that time being shorter as we take hits. That will be useful. But we also have a little bit more to collect. We already have all that here. We'll probably have to touch that again to deposit the final crystals. But I need to find the crystals first. And as for what I can see here, Tokabi does also appear to be missing. Yeah, because he usually would sit by the fire, I believe. So he is somewhere in Soul Valley waiting for us, so we need to go get him. When I go get him, I mean go find him and then get the item that he will have for us. Because last time we talked to him, I believe he gave us a missile expansion. And Okay, come on. Usually that would get both at that range, but I guess it was just a bit too late in regards to that. But I digress. At this rate, since we did all that, we just have it's just marking the altar legacy. But at this rate, now that we have the legacy suit and by extension the memory fruit, we are 100% done with Fury Green. So we're going to move on. I'm going to take a sip of this, and I'm going to probably cut to. I shouldn't say probably. I'm going to cut to where we get off in Soul Valley, so I'll meet you guys there in a minute. Okay, guys, we're back. I just decided to skip it this time. So we have to find the final crystals somewhere. They could just be in a random spot in Soul Valley. I don't know. The only way we would know is if we get out over there. I will admit, this suit looks good. It's very reminiscent to me. It's very reminiscent of the light suit from Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, but because it's the same white suit, but it has a different color scheme. And even after all this time, those bastards still don't know how to fly. Oh, yeah, what was this? That could just be the thing acting up, but we have to basically look everywhere.
If we can fix the mech, we can break down the force field around Chrono Tower. All you have to do now is find the missing mech parts and send them my way. I'll be on standby.
Yep. So that is also our main goal. We're getting all the mech pieces as well. And it's always the last pieces that get you, I swear. It's always the last pieces. So while we're here, we might as well start sending the mech pieces to Mackenzie. One being over here. Yeah, it's too slow. Let's go a bit faster. Up, I see his fire, so we're also getting to get to Takabi's thing here as well. And I will mute once we reach Takabi.
There appears to be some ground-fed debris near your location.
I am aware of that,
Place
Mackenzie.
to search for mech parts.
This thing here is an arm. We need to trigger it via an electrical current, which means shock. Kinda loud, but then we just interact with it, stick a teleport on it, and boom, that's the other arm for the mech. Mech part acquired. Missing Federation mech part found and teleported. Campers receive 2 of the 6 mech parts. I have to remember which one we did. If I remember correctly, it was the one in Ice Belt that we teleported first. And here's Takabi over here. Alright, now let's get to him, and I'm gonna shut up and let him talk.
Samus, nice to see you again. I was born on the 4th moon of Salatine, in the northern reaches. Resources were scarce, and each day was a struggle to survive. By my generation, it was difficult to support the family by hunting, so I joined the Federation. I don't know if this was in line with Solan and my father's way, but I had to do it to feed our family. So from hunter, I became sniper. It's strange. My words flow so easily around you. Oh, before you go, Samus, it looks like there's a few ruins in this valley. I found something near one of them.
Shot expansion. Nice. But yeah, it's always interesting to hear his story. So, are you just gonna shoot him?
Sometimes we must leave the things we know. If you hadn't chosen this path, where do you think you'd be?
That's a good question. And that does bring up something about Samus Aran's lore as well. Basically, she if she like remained in Federation, she probably wouldn't be as much of a badass and a galactic bounty hunter as we would now, and probably everything would have been ruined by the.
Watch over you.
Thank you, Takabi. You as well. But alright, so we have some stuff here. That's the mines. I'll just circle back around the mines, just in case I might have forgotten something near one of them. But I'm not so far picking up any radar signatures involving the green. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Run his ass over. Woo! Both of you get your ass a sideswipe. It's always satisfying whenever that happens. And I had to hold that button down to get that other one. Anyways, I am getting sidetracked, but first we're gonna get that all the way back up. And I'm gonna circle around fully one more time. Yeah, running over that doesn't do anything. You have to be above 700, I think. I don't know if it's based off of kilometers or what, but I'm also trying to pay attention to the radar at the same time, which is, it's probably hard to get it. And to be fair, you really don't need to collect 100. I'm doing it because I go for 100% up. Wait a damn minute. Nothing. It's just the radar sometimes does that, where it shows something in the top left of it, and then I get just up. I think that's just the radar being funky. You know, doing its normal thing. But also, I kind of have to go through the exterior of the map, you know, just to make sure I get everything. You know, it's sometimes annoying whenever I try to go for 100% runs. And like, so far, this, I think, has the most items as far as Metroid Prime 100% runs go. I mean, like, it is kind of a lot of back and forth, but that's pretty normal when it comes to Metroid Primes. In fact, Metroid Prime 3, you have quite a bit more back and forth compared to the other two games. The other two games has a bit of back and forth. Metroid Prime 1, of course, has the shortest back and forth, because most of the time you can just complete the items while you're there. Oh my god. Can you not eat all? And just get that last one in the back. Oh, hang on a second. Nope. This is the final piece. We missed a power bomb thing right over here. Near Flare Pool, looks like, which is where we had needed to go anyway. So, oh, right. I had completely, and I also forgot how to use the fucking power bombs. It's the missile button. And with that, that is not 100%? What? Hang the fuck on. Nope, there we go. It just had to load. Okay, so we have all that, so we'll probably have to go back to Green Valley anyway, but while we're here, we are moving on to Flare Pool again, because I know there's a mech part in there. If you look, in fact, if we, hang on a second, if we look at the map to Flare Pool, you'll notice there's one of these things here, but there's also quite a few items here, most of which we couldn't even do without super missiles or power bombs. And there's one more item over here that we couldn't get yet, mainly because of Spider Ball. I would remember, because I tried to clear this one before, but we couldn't do half of that, so we are going to collect everything else here now. I'm just destroying those for the heck of it, just to make sure they don't try to sneak attack me. Oh! Launch. I didn't even notice this originally. It has like a blue, like, aura surrounding it. That's probably because of the protective feature. Alright, so we got quite a bit of work to do here, and this section that's near the entrance. And you two, heck off, please. We'll do that on the way out. I know there's something over there, but we are not really in any rush to do this. Oh, I forgot. Goddamn, there's still debris falling off the face of the mountain. Come on. And there's also this section which we can grab. Almost got stuck there for a second. Yeet. You gotta be careful around those things because those will hurt. And if I remember correctly, there's also one final lore entry here. I know where that is now. It is said entry bay right here that I completely forgot about this entire time. And you know what? I'm actually gonna switch to the ice for this just because. Is this? Wait, no, we can't. Absolute fucking overkill. And oh right, this also required spider ball over here, so we went to the sapphire section here. And Samus, I did not want to get off here. Thank you. I didn't even press the button that you would usually press to move forward. Anyway, we have another missile expansion. Right. That was just friggin' inching up a storm here. And then I'll switch to the ice thing. Freeze you, because I don't want to deal with your ass right now. The frig was hitting me. And also, why didn't that you do one of those things? Anyway, as we were getting sidetracked with that, I completely forgot about this because it's tucked in one of the farthest freaking corners away from this room. Delivery status. This was the one logbook entry I missed. Preparations for the next green energy shower are proceeding according to plan. The majority of the previous fuel mined from the oil fields is being delivered to this facility, and the workers are diligently going about their tasks with a sense of nervous satisfaction. This will be the first shower of the future since the crystals were distributed. All the more on focus on results. Failure will not be tolerated. We will succeed. And that is everything for lore. Research, we know we have gotten that quite a while ago. And as far as Veros machines go, that is good. Veros creatures, there is only one more we need, but we haven't found yet. There's two more, but I have a feeling that we have that. Okay, so everything we have yet to acquire is going to be acquired when we get back to the other side, or at least for most of it. It's going to be acquired. And if I remember correctly, there is a Yeah, you are a heavy turret. I cannot afford to have you trying to fuck up my day. So kindly get ripped in half. Oh, hang on a second. Ooh. You both will get absolutely handled. Absolutely. Oh yeah, you are a gunner. Thank you for finally giving me what exactly I need. And yes, that is sarcasm in my voice, as you can see. Did I? No, that's a door we already been through. We do not need to go back to that area. But instead, what we need to figure out is how the frick to get up there. And the answer to that is, of course, right here. Ow. Friggin' shockers, I swear. Alright, so we have gotten pretty much everything on the inside of this here, and that is something we can't access ever again. Because we can't go that way, because we don't have Duke. And even then, everything is deactivated. And right, that was only one room away, so nothing in here will respawn. It's in Metroid Prime, it's always generally a 2-room away rule. Unlike the regular Metroid games, which in most cases it's 1 room. But then again, the Prime games are 3D games, so they're structured a bit differently. There we go. I probably didn't even need to do 10, but that guarantees the best result. No, I'm not going to deal with any of you today. Bye-bye! Okay, so now we have... Oh, you can get out of here. Thank you very much. Ooh. First of all, I did not want to target that. Give me the fucking thunder shot. I was with it. You try to attack me with that much health me? Nah. And that fully refilled my health. Thank you very much. Yes, I could do this with the missiles and the psychic visor, but there's no need for that quite yet. And quite frankly, at our current state, they don't do enough damage for me to really care too much about it. But don't just be lazy, because remember, because these suits are not like the Prime 1 or 2 suits, but even then the Prime 2 suits I've heard are functionally anything. They're not like the Prime 1 suits. Let's just leave it at that. The Prime 1 suits, whenever you got a new suit, it would reduce the amount of damage. I believe that was the same for Prime 2, but I cannot tell. But I didn't really tell much of a difference. I don't think so in that regard. But in Prime 3 and 4, every suit you get after that's not your basic various suit does not affect defense at all. which means you're basically running off a various suit for the entire game. Right, and we are done with that. Right, so now let us go back across this freaking lake. Yeet. And get splashed by that. Dismount, thank you. I believe this one is super missile, so launch it. Then get back on the Viola. And we go through this section now. That door looked different. Yeah, it does. Wheel vehicle gate. Operation halted by circuit failure. It cannot be opened. So we have this. Just bomb it. And we are going to move on. And we're going to wait for this lava to flow. That was too close. There is a power bomb expansion over there, but from the looks of things, that one is not stopping. So we can't get the expansion. Stop trying to roll, Samus. Try to sit you still, you don't fucking listen to me. Alright, so we also have these notes here. Alright. And we have this thing here, which is lava pressure control. Alright, so put that in, and it should allow us to get that power bomb now. But we also are going to need to get back over there. And now, before we go into the next room, we're just going to nab that. Get in there. Thank you. Launch it up. Psychic power bomb expansion acquired. Psychic power bomb ammo capacity increased by 1. Now let's go get that mech part, and then we're going to save. And there it is. Charged particle cannon attachment for the upper right arm of the Galactic Federation heavyweight golem. The cannon connection sockets are relatively undamaged and a full restoration appears possible. Up, behind you, Samus, behind you! Well, you are freaky looking. Well, it's trying to suck me in. Arthropod morphology, behemoth. Giant arthropod with 8 legs, 4 independent eyes, and 3 mouths. Its entire body is covered with a mineralized skin layer that neutralizes all firearms. It attacks by rapidly shooting flaming projectiles from its mouth, using oscillation waves to drive enemies away. Using a powerful air suction to pull enemies in. Only its eyes are vulnerable to damage. The behemoth is a giant arthropod that lives in the caves of the magma volcano. Its body is covered in a mineralized skin that neutralizes all firearms, but its 4 eyes, which are directly connected to its brain via telekinesis, are vulnerable to damage when open. It is aggressively territorial when attacking anyone that gets too close, either by rushing toward them in an attempt to ram them, or by firing off a variety of fire-based attacks. These attacks are fueled by the behemoth creating a flammable mixture of air and its own body fluids, which it can then emit either in a mist state of nights by striking the ground to create a fiery ring, or as a series of firebombs expelled from its 3 mouths. Yep. We are going to need not missile, ice, please. boss guy. Okay, these are actually fucking hurting. Stop it, you stupid fucking... You bitch! There goes another rat. Get the fuck out of Dodge. Get dunked on. That is all 4 eyes gone, baby. And unfortunately, so it's Behemoth. For him, at least. Oh, and also, one thing to note before you kill this thing, it is a limited time scan because it is technically considered a mini-boss. So if you did not scan it before you fought it, or killed it, you lost your chance. So scan the Behemoth before you kill it. And we're going to send this on out, and we're going to clean up the last items in Flare Bolt, save a bit, and then move on to the next area. By next area, I mean Slow Valley, because that's just where all the final items are. And we are halfway through the mech parts. If I do another bonus episode out of this, it will be just for the location of the mech parts, but that means I'm going to have to go back through several videos and try to find it again. Viola cannot be mounted. That's right, because this door is freaking closed. Yeet! Right there. Nice, we actually hopped that thing. Almost forgot. Get up there. Alright, so after this, we're just... the final items are going to be, of course, Tokabi related. But that has no issues. If it means that I'm going to have to split up the recording into multiple sections, not necessarily parts, I will have to do that. Wait, why the hell am I going this way? I don't even need to go this way. I need to go up. This thing here. And across the lava river we go. Again. Do you fucking mind, sir? Fuck you. Well, at least you give me more ammunition. And remember correctly, right, power bomb. And you need Spider Ball too, so... But if you made it this far, you'll have both anyway. Another shot expansion. Oh, absolutely. Get your ass down. Oh, I was about to super miss your ass, but your ass decided to... Yeah, I'm gonna die. So now that we have all that work, and we have acquired multiple mech parts, We're saving just to recover energy, missiles, ammo, etc. But, and I did double check. One thing to note, if you are playing this on hard difficulty, this will only recover energy. And there's no ammo stations either, so you're gonna have to you're gonna have to shoot up in a lot of boxes. Trying to find the right word for that. Just really struggling with that. Did not want to do that, but oh well. I have more than enough ammo to spare. How about no? Right, so let's just take this and freaking leave. Beat both of those guys down so they can't, excuse me. Beat both of those guys down so they can't follow me and blow me up. And charge up, and send it! Got one thing about any Metroid game you could say, the suits look good. Maybe with the exception of Fusion, but that's just because of the Snog Ring varies. But I do not mean to get sidetracked. We are now going to go around Soul Valley, and as far as inventory goes, we are at 95% items. And we have everything on here. I'm pretty sure the items are going to be probably another missile expansion, or there is an acquired item here. And an acquired item here. If I remember correctly, both of these are Tokati based. So we're just going to go around Soul Valley now and look for the mech parts. If I make a cut, it will be when I reach the next part. That is if I decide to make a cut. But you'll know if that happens. Oh, frick these things. Might not get to make that cut after all. Or, perhaps you're not as dumb as you look. That also means that both of these guys are going to try to get in my way. And where did the other one go? That means it stops suddenly. Punch!
If we can fix the mech, we can bring down the force field around Chrono Tower. All you have to do now is find the missing mech parts and send them my way. I'll be on standby.
That just was a weird sound. Alright, here's the mech part. We already found this. It's the head. Here you guys. But yeah, this one you'll probably run into pretty early on. 4 of the 6 mech parts. There are 2 more around here, but we're not near one that would guarantee an item. But if I check my inventory, that does not count toward... well, while we're here, I'm just going to double check everything as far as flare pool goes. No, we're good as far as that section goes. What about Volt Force? There's probably something else that I... Aha! There are 2 more items that we are missing in Volt Forge, and we're gonna go pick those up right now. So there's 2 items here, and there's 2 items in Volt Forge. That makes 99%. Here. I had almost completely forgotten about the items in Volt Forge that we still need to get. But then again, this is the reason why I do episodes like this. It's gonna be pretty much mostly filler, but it's going to guarantee that you guys do not miss an item. If you've been following along this far, and you'll probably have yelled at me in the comments if you haven't already about that logbook entry. But we're gonna launch into Goldforge and pick up these final 2 items. If I remember correctly, both of these were Spider Ball related. Now that we're here, we can get an accurate look at the map. And just before these guys attack me, one is in Tower 1, one is in Tower 2. Basically, there's one in Tower 1 that we can launch ourselves to Tower 2 and grab the other item there. Tower 3, which is pretty much where we fought the boss of this region. As well, not... Excuse me, bitch? Oh, no. Both of you are getting a super missile for that fucking shit. I don't even care if you weren't the one that hit me. Both of you, or bitch asses, are getting it. This will actually put us, I think, if I remember correctly, this puts us outside the tower. Excuse me. Not getting that chance. Oh, all 3 of your bitch asses got sent off. 2 of them got sent off the frickin' stratosphere. Get on. You ain't fucking up my roll this time. And now we can just boost rail on to the other tower. And then while we're here, we're going to pick up the item. Then we'll go back to tower 1 and pick up the item that's in there by ascending the tower bottom up. And then we go. You don't necessarily need to do this, I'm just doing it because it is fun. I was about to say, if I hit that, that would have been epic, but I didn't. I'm good at the game, but not that good. Now, this entire thing is one big spider. Puzzle. Fucking what? Those things just fucking vanish? Or did I have to freaking unlock them first? Okay. Okay, so now that those things are fucking unlocked. Thought it was a thunder thing, but nope. Evidently these are the psychic version. Psych visor first. And there's also a chute we can use. That's another shot expansion. And where is this one? That's probably going to send me to the same spot, but in this tower. And yeah, pretty much the same thing. It sent me to the top of Tower 2. Even though I do not need to be here, so we're gonna go back. So it probably would have been easier to just navigate through that entire tower again. But this is going to be a bit of a shorter wait. You don't have to wait for nearly as many elevators, and plus once we get through. Can I friggin' go the right way, please? Jesus. I wonder though, can I hop too? You probably could, but it's very friggin' risky. And this one's just straight up. No, it wants to go this way. Jesus Christ. Oh, you're just gonna sit there and stand on my way? That is fine. I will get you and power bomb. Even though I wasn't even a poor bastard, never stood a chance. And launch. Back at Tower 1. Those fools are just walking. And I am gone. I'm going back out. Ow. Okay. That just completely canceled out my boost button. Alright, so... How do we get there, we ask? The easy way is this. We just do this again. We just navigate through this again until we reach this. Ow. Can I not touch the fucking things of death, please? Thank you. And where? Well, this entire thing is a freaking... And that's not there. And so we don't have to go back all the way down. And that way will take us to where we don't need to go, so we can just leave. Still very much like the situation here. And we're done. We can just go back up here. And we are completely done with Volt Forge, we are going to kindly leave. And we'll go around Soul Valley for about where we need to meet Tokabi next. I'm not wasting enough luck this time. And back up here we go. God, the song always sounds good. This is the kind of song that's gonna make your head pop whenever you play this. And now we leave. But yeah, just overall, this game is relatively an enjoyable experience. But I'm also saying that as somebody that's not only am pretty much an expert in any single Metroid throw at me, but I've had this series and just the Metroid series in general for pretty much throughout my entire childhood. So I'm probably going to be very biased when it comes to that, but is this like one of the greatest Metroid Prime games of all time? Absolutely not. The first two will have to hold that honor very easily. Third one is also very enjoyable, and I feel like there was a lot more they could have done with that, but they just couldn't in terms of time. I need to knock down this one again. And just keep the stun. You're not getting back up. Set your ass down. Oh, but while we're here, we have...
If we can fix the mech, we can break down the force field around Chrono Tower.
Yeah, what do you think I'm trying to do, Mackenzie?
All you have to do now is find the missing mech parts and send them my way. I'll be on standby.
Alright, so for the next mech part here, we have this truck here that we skip. You motherfucker. Eat a fucking super missile. Yeah, you can't swat that shit back, can you? Alright, so anyways, we're here for this thing right here. You'll notice this is a grappleable thing, so grapple onto it and rip it out. And this will uncover a mech part. What was this thing again? Chest protector for version heavyweight. No significant damage detected. There we go. This is Galactic Federation mech part found and teleported. Base can receive 5 of 6 mech parts. Ugh. And, oh, Tokabi's here. I don't know if I'm going to do something separate for his thing or not, but I am going to go to him, and we're going to get yet another item. But we're also going to have to listen to his words of wisdom, so I'll mute up.
Samus, have you already seen the rebels from the Federation base? Seeing that reminds me of my job. Ever heard of Herc Unit Delta? Come rest. keep planets on the fringe safe, unknown to everyone. That is the job. And in return for my service, I would get paid, just like a bounty hunter. You are also a bounty hunter. But you fight for a greater purpose. Alone, overcoming death, and continuing to fight, something only you can do. Here, a gift. I pulled it out from under the debris.
Oh, what is it? Psychic Power Bomb expansion. Woo. Increased by 1.
Take a moment. Feel the rhythm of the wind. It reminds me of my home.
Alright, you rest here, Takabi.
May Solon watch over you.
Alright. Alright, let's just take a look. What's our item? 98%. But while we are here, we're just going to double check. That's Chrono Tower, same station. We're about as zoomed out as we're going to get.
1 hour later.
No, which means that it probably is counting the mech pieces, but I cannot be 100% sure. We have one more thing here for the mech thing, but I'm gonna actually reload this sector real quick. If I reload it, we're gonna leave. Oh, you bitch. That luckily for you, I'm just going to leave. I want to stay here and take that. Just fulfill the terminal wave rule generally. Takabi's still over there. That's fine, but there's also one other item here. Unless that was the last item we get from that. Which could very well be the case, but I have to go over to the next place to confirm it, because I honestly do not remember. Just to make sure everything is topped off, and to speed up the progress along. And okay, just rotate around a bit. Radio for a little bit, because just listening to this gets boring after a bit. Woo! Alright, for the mech part, I'm gonna have to wait on a little bit. What's that? Grapple node used by Federation workers tending into safety cables. Okay, so the item we get is up here, okay. So that was the final Takabe thing, I believe. Because we only have this item and the mech. And that's Stendium, so we drop power. Right. And that in turn maxed out our power bombs, which is 8. Which you might think that's not a lot, but remember Prime 3 doesn't have power bombs. You get 10 in Prime 2, but this matches the original 8 that you would get in Prime 1 as well. Metroid Prime 1. So we just have that. We are at 99% items, so there probably is a... Hang on a second. Probably is another expansion.
Later that same evening.
So yeah, we are at the maximum shot capacity, which is 530. And... Oh, wait, what? I was going to try to see if that was powerbomb, but... Holy! That is a big boy, and... Whoop! And it ate it. God damn it, I need that!
That creature just swallowed a mech part!
Yep.
Don't let it get away!
Well, I'm planning. That's a big old thing. Can I not? Jesus Christ, every single time I want to hit this thing, I hop off of its fucking back. Oh, you bitch. Get that. You deserve that. So yeah, we have a giant Varmus boss fight. Yeah. And of course it dives under like the bitch it is. Run into your ass. Note that every time you hit its tail, you do get a boost back, so there it is. And then... fucking bite. You bitch. I just realized it does a lot of damage, too. Get fucking owned, nerd. I'm still doing a lot more damage to you than you are to me, so get good, scrub. get friggin' smacked on there. Now it's diving under. Yeah. You know, nerd. What the fuck kind of maneuver was that? Okay, so now it left its thing. Now we gotta track it over here. What, freaking Moby Dick is your strategy now? It is almost dead. So now it's gonna go back to this thing. Get friggin' owned, nerd. Get the fuck out of the sand. Now we're on the bike. So we just go in. Right, and we know it's here, and drop a power bomb. And absolute badassery. And here's the cell. Got it. Mech part acquired. Galactic Federation mech part, all mech parts found. And so now we check back to our inventory. We are officially at 100%, so maximum is 14 energy tanks, 250 total missiles, and 530 total shots, and 8 power bombs. Now, of course, since we have all that, since it got teleported to base camp, we're gonna go back there. But we also just got that here. But while we're traveling to that point, I do want to give my final thoughts about this game so far. Or not really my final thoughts, but my thoughts on this game so far. And so far, everything's been going great as far as this game goes. This game's freaking awesome. You know, it was probably for the best the Retro Studios did take over for the founding of it. And they created everything here to be exactly what I had hoped it would be out of a Retro Studios game. Which, as far as Retro Studio game goes, like, as far as Metroid games goes, nobody else does first-person Metroid games.
It must be that creature that swallowed the transfer pod.
I just got the part, Mackenzie. We are good. We're good. I have all the parts, Mackenzie, so stop freaking out. So yeah, anyways, now that we are here, and we're about ready to probably go into the finale of this thing, just overall my general thoughts about this game is it's very well done. Sure, some things could be better than others, but all in all, like, story-wise and everything, like, they just... Basically, the Metroid Prime Trilogy original Phazon story was done, so they couldn't tell that same story. Or an extension of that. But this instead continues off of where it had originally left off from the Hunters, but that was also can throw itself into the middle of the Metroid Prime trilogy because it's a sequel to Metroid Prime, but a prequel to Metroid Prime 2. So the direction they went overall with the game, very good direction as far as this story goes. They went something completely different, like different dimension stuff. Like it's always weird whenever it's like multi-dimensional stuff like that. But as far as like this game is concerned, there's a whole bunch of other like mystery creatures that we probably will never meet, like the Ia. We have the Chozo, which, of course, that is self-explanatory for the story and all that. And Metroid Dread brings those guys to life. Then we have the Luminoth, which were the main, our main allies in Metroid Prime 2. Then a whole bunch of other species that we deal with in Metroid Prime 3, including more of the Federation Marines. My original thought going into this was, I just always thought that this was a sequel to, or the prequel to Metroid 2, but that is not the case. This is a direct sequel to Super Metroid, so the regular Metroids are completely extinct. The SR3D Metroids and like all the ZZ Metroids, those guys are extinct. I am not sure about the Talon Metroids, but I'm assuming that since all Phazon is gone, those guys are extinct as well. And as far as that goes, like the entire like Metroid franchise just like was all over the place kind of, but it's overall kept its story grounded into the main central thing.
You did it, Samus. You found the missing pieces.
Yep.
That was everything I needed to fix Betsy. You know, the mech. She is good to go.
Excellent work, Samus. With the mech repaired, we'll be able to destroy the force field around Chrono Tower.
Yep, we will.
Yeah, we're gonna want to be careful with that. Just saying I had to get a little creative with those repairs. Yeah, I can only guarantee about 80% functionality.
Oh, just 80%. That's good, Gearhead.
We trust you.
We can leave for Chrono Tower whenever you give the order, Samus. You ready?
Order troopers to move forward? No.
There you are.
We are going to save. And I'm going to wrap up my little talking spiel. So overall, the way this story goes is really interesting, and like whenever everything moves a new direction, especially with like a set storyline, so to say, it always is a bit risky. But in this case, in my honest opinion, that risk sort of paid off, especially when considered the other company, which I believe was, you know what, I'm not even going to say that. Yeah, specifically Singapore version of Bandai Namco was the original developers co-working with Nintendo for Metroid Prime 4. So probably their work, like, and from what I've heard, the Viola thing was one of their ideas. But overall, their idea was scrapped whenever it's like I guess they didn't meet to their specifications or anything like that. But in all honesty, it was also kind of dumb of Nintendo to do a Metroid Prime game without Retro Studios. Like, Metroid Prime and Retro Studios kind of go hand in hand together. Like, especially when they consider the original game and even the remake, top tier games. Even though I kind of like the remake of the original Metroid Prime less. And there's one main reason for that, and that is the thermal visor, because they couldn't just do the same palette swap that they did with the original thermal visor, which was much clearer. So they actually had to do, like, where it looks like basically a real-life thermal visor. But even with that game so enjoyable, but as far as that goes, that game kind of does hurt my eyes, especially when I use the thermal visor. If I do ever do a live stream of that, just hit me up, let me know. More than likely, it will probably be on hard mode, but I will let you guys know before that does happen. But I've got several other projects. But as far as this one goes, this is the penultimate episode. We're at 100% items, and pretty much everything we have lore-wise, scan-wise. So the only thing we're missing is probably going to be involving the final boss. So, which means we're going to be going back to Chrono Tower in the next episode and basically finishing where we started. And got a whole bunch of other things to do. But as far as this episode goes, this is going to be it for right now. So if you made it this far. I do thank you very much for watching and all of your support. Go ahead and hit that like button if you do enjoy content like this. And let me know what kind of games you want to see next. I know Resident Evil 9 is fully out. There's a lot of people that are doing that. I do want to do that, and I might even splurge a little bit to get all the other outfits as well. But I might be doing that in the very near future as well. But I will let you guys know on the YouTube posts and Twitter whenever I actually start making the videos for that. Resident Evil 9, 100% going to be on the channel. That is a promise. Aside from that as well, because this was kind of delayed a bit, it's gonna kind of delay my other stuff as well. Aside from Resident Evil 9, of course, but there's also quite a few other things that I do want to check out as well, from like stuff that I seen in the Game Awards. And there is also the idea of Doom: The Dark Ages. I need to finish that. I'm 4 videos into that. I'm gonna be probably starting that after I wrap up on this series. And then of course there's also Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal might be a bit later into this year. But as far as that next game is 100% going to be more than likely either Resident Evil 9, or if I have not mustered up the courage to spend that much money for a game, more than likely it's going to be Doom: The Dark Ages. And that was something I had actually pre-ordered. I couldn't pre-order this because of monetary issues, but oh no, I'm getting sidetracked. Either way, it's going to be Doom: The Dark Ages I wrap up, or Resident Evil 9 is going to be up next. So I will let you guys know in the Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and in the YouTube community posts. I often post updates there, so you guys will know exactly what's coming up next. And I often do like polls and stuff like that. The community page is fully open up, so if you want to do memes and all sort of stuff, go ahead and put that right there. But all in all, I thank you guys once again very much for watching. And as always, you guys stay safe out there. The world's crazy. I'll stay here grinding. You drink plenty of water, get some good food, have some good laughs. And I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself, guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace out. Bye-bye.